Life is a workout, and Smoothie King is here to help you power through. Whether you're crushing morning miles or sprinting through back-to-back meetings, give your body the energy, protein, and power it needs to help you conquer your goals. Only at Smoothie King.
This is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Welcome to Girls Gone Hallmark, a Hallmark review podcast. I'm Megan, and I'm a longtime Hallmark fan.
I'm Wendy. I'm a former Hallmark hater.
It's finals week in our summer school series. As we wrap up season 1 of Mistletoe Murders, we will be discussing episodes 5 and 6, Death of a Humbug, parts 1 and 2. While you're listening to this episode, hop on over to Instagram. Give us a follow where we are Girls Gone Hallmark.
Hey, we have a Facebook group we'd love for you to join. It's Girls Gone Hallmark in Facebook groups. And let me just say, there is so much coming out, or a lot of things being discussed about with the holidays. I can't even believe I'm saying holidays. It's at the beginning of August.
I know, I am not ready. I walked into a store the other day and they had all their Halloween out. I was like, nope. Nope.
At the grocery store, I walked down like one of the aisles that had Halloween candy. I was like, no.
I'm not ready.
No. Anyway, but if you're excited for Countdown to Christmas 2025, they're talking over there, so come join us.
Yeah, and email us your thoughts on anything Hallmark, this series, the new movies that are currently dropping. Providence Falls is coming up. The Countdown to Christmas announcements. Email us girlsgonehallmark@gmail.com. We're prepping for an upcoming mailbag episode. We promise.
We promise. August is busy for us, so
the entire summer is busy. It's just a little bit of a wacky schedule.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll be like both feet in the sand. Is that the saying? That's not a saying. I'm just saying that when the Countdown to Christmas comes, there's going to be no lack of episodes from us.
That is correct. Let's hear a synopsis of Death of a Humbug.
What the hell was I talking about? 2 feet in the sand? I don't know what that means. Okay. Here's the synopsis for episodes 5 and 6. A murder leads Emily and Sam to a scavenger hunt orchestrated by the victim. Emily continues to solve the scavenger hunt and grapples with her past.
Melanie Orr directed episodes 5 and 6 of Mistletoe Murders. Melanie has previously directed on series like Sullivan's Crossing, The Hardy Boys, and Spencer Sisters.
Shelley Scarrow wrote the duo episodes of Mistletoe Murders. Shelley's other writing credits include Sullivan's Crossing, Wynonna Earp, and Degrassi, The Next Generation.
Tom Cavanagh joins the cast as Game Master Glenn Shaw. Tom has several long series runs, including 83 episodes of Ed and 146 episodes of The Flash. For Hallmark, he starred in Darrow and Darrow movies.
Again, that's a Hallmark project?
It is.
You know, we did just get... I know. It's one of those... It's like the Rex and Hudson.
But I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it is. Kimberly Williams Paisley. I remember opening up this tab and it has the Hallmark Movies and Mysteries logo on it. So yes.
Got it. Well, we did get another email from a listener of the show who's begging us to review that series.
Yeah. I'm not opposed to it. It's just unfortunately not happening this month. There was
not even this year.
No, probably honestly not even this year. That's true. Yeah, there was some discussion since we cut down our Mistletoe Murders episodes from 6 to 3. Rightfully so. I don't think anybody argues with that decision, that we now had room for that. And I suppose that's true. But hey, we do actually have a surprise. We had initially said we weren't doing something and we are doing it. So just keep an eye on that schedule for something fun coming to Girls Gone Hallmark.
What is it?
The Chicken Sisters.
Oh, yeah. I'm not doing it. So great for me. I have a question. Complete side topic here. When Hallmark drops season 2 of Mistletoe Murders, I'm guessing we're going to review it in real time.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, we haven't seen like a schedule yet, so we can't. I'm just talking through it here. I think it's probably best to do the 2-episode if that's the way they continue, like with the parts 1 and parts 2, and we should do them combined. So maybe it will be like an every other week drop for us.
Yeah, perhaps. I'm totally open to continuing doing the 2-episode system. I assume we're going to see the Mistletoe Murders schedule when we see the full Countdown to Christmas schedule.
Yeah, it's going to be soon. It's going to be soon too, I think. Jake Epstein plays wayward nephew Noah. Jake has been quite the presence on Hallmark, appearing in the 3 Unwrapping Christmas movies and 4 Hearts Around the Tables movies of late. Outside of Hallmark, he's had recurring roles on Suits, Designated Survivor, and The Hardy Boys.
Let's take a quick break and come right back with our first impressions of Death of a Humbug. Hey, Wendy, what was your first impression of Mistletoe Murders 5 and 6?
Well, I hope the listeners get this one. I hope you get it.
Oh.
Hallmark really gave Tom Cavanagh the Drew Barrymore treatment in this one.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
Drew Barrymore was in the movie Scream, big star. Gets killed in the first 10 minutes of the movie, which was unheard of. Man, Tom Cavanagh rolls in, makes me at least think he's sticking around, and then he gets
whacked.
He gets whacked. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's a good point. He does stick around in video form, but
Yeah, but I thought Tom Cavanagh was going to come in. I mean, he's a big name. At least to me, he's a big name. I thought he was going to come in. I thought he was going to be maybe like a love triangle situation. Maybe somebody from her past that she knows. Chimera. I don't know. I don't know. But he wasn't. So yeah. What's your first impression?
my first impression is I would just like to say that I called Harvey as the bad guy before it was revealed he was the bad guy due to some
The hot
super
dog guy?
sleuthing on my part.
What's super sleuthing?
Well, you
Is
wanna
that
talk
he
about
looked
it?
like he didn't fit in with the rest of everybody?
I mean, look, it's not like a big leap to have like this hot dog vendor come in and be the bad guy. Agreed. However, in the scene where we see the recording device in the car, right? They've just had their meeting in Emily's shop, and we cut to someone is in a car wearing a black jacket and black gloves, and they can
Is there a hot dog wrapper on the seat or something?
they can hear Emily and Sam talking in the shop.
Yeah.
I rewound back to see what everyone in the scene was wearing. Now, the shots are real tight, okay? But as they prep to leave, they do show them go gather their coats, and Harvey is the only one that we see pick up a black coat. Now, we don't get shots of everybody like fully dressed in their gear. Like, it's a quick shot. But that did lead me to believe that perhaps it was Harvey. So when we get to when he absconds with the books and tosses his cane and gets into the black SUV, I truly out loud was like, I knew it.
You felt good about it, huh?
It doesn't happen very often. I need to celebrate the wins where they come. Let's talk what we liked about this movie.
Well, I wanted to talk about Tom Cavanagh.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Fletcher's Grove. I loved him as this cranky bookstore owner. I actually Googled how old he was because I'm having those same feelings as I did watching Mystery 101, where I find myself attracted to the older man. He's in his 60s?
No, he is not.
Swear, that's what the internet said.
Yeah, dang.
Like he's
Okay.
like 10 years older than me. Maybe even 15 years older than me.
You're not in your 50s.
I'm 50. I think it said he was 64, maybe.
Okay, 14 years. That's a big, wow. Okay. That's
Can
much
you
older than
believe
I would
it?
have guessed. No. Although when I think back to Ed, I don't remember when that series aired, but many years ago, he was probably 40 in that, so I guess that makes sense. I just have envisioned him as the same age this entire time.
Yeah, me too. Totally. Anyway, I loved him as Glenn Shaw. He had such a small role, but I love that we got enough of him. We got to see that he was very smart. He was very witty. He was kind of a curmudgeon too. Like, I just loved everything about it.
Yeah, small but pivotal role, important role in this.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I really liked the treasure hunt mystery in this series of episodes. I like the way they've handled the 3 murders that we've gotten, that they've made them ever so slightly different in the way that they're presented to us, because we're dealing with a series of back-to-back episodes that aired episodically. They aired weekly. And so a little bit different than a franchise of movies, which come out, you know, every several months, maybe once a year. When you've got week to week to week, and if you're having murders happen every single week, well, it does stretch the limits of believability. And so I think they did a nice job of giving us a variety of murders. We kind of had Clara, which was like
A variety of murders.
we had like, you know, the classic like potentially poisoned murder. And then Clara's was almost like a little bit of a cold case murder that we were dealing with. And then this one, yes, it was a murder, but it had some additional intrigue added with the treasure hunt, which I think was a fun way to deal with apprehending the murderer, to catch a killer.
With that said, though, this topic falls into my wishes. So do you want me to wait to circle back to it?
It's up to you, but yeah, we can wait. I can shut up about it.
No, you don't need to shut up about it. Like I think you're right. Like, but I just wanted to like talk through it a little bit. Back to the scavenger hunt, I did really enjoy that. It wasn't like as like hokey as it could have been. I thought it was very interesting. And I'm like, why is Emily the smartest one in the room here? Like, even the detective couldn't figure out some of these clues. You know? But I loved it.
What else did you like?
The cemetery showdown between Emily and the hot dog guy.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, unexpected for Hallmark, I thought. I thought it felt elevated. I do have some wishes about it, but I did like this confrontation. It was tense. There were like stakes. She chokes him out. I love that part of it, but I do have some criticism about it too that I'm going to get to.
Well, I really loved, my notes say I loved watching Emily kick Harvey's ass. And I know he has a different name, whatever. He's Harvey through most of the movie to me. I really liked that scene. And I think why it was important is this series of episodes is mostly a softer side of Emily. Like the first series, we kind of get introduced to Emily as a baddie. We see the whole chimera nonsense in the second duo. We don't see a lot of her backstory here. And we even see her saying like, maybe it's time to like move on from all of this. But then she kicks his ass and we get reminded like, no, what's that? I'm a bitch with a backstory. What is that?
I don't know.
It's a
but I like
tagline.
it.
I'm not just a bitch. I'm a bitch with a backstory.
I'm into it. Oh, do I need to make a new edit with that sound though?
I mean, I really don't know what the origin. I've heard it on TikTok. I'll try and figure it out. Anyway, that's what it was giving. If I can figure out the backstory to that TikTok sound that I've heard 100 times, I will drop it in the show notes.
So those are interesting thoughts, and I have a reaction to them, but it also is in my wishes. So
Okay. I have
we'll get
another
there.
like.
Yeah, so do I. Let me hear yours.
Well, I really like that Sam isn't being coy. Sam is clearly trying to move things forward with Emily. He offers to bring her food. He tries to hang out with her. Like he's very clearly making himself available to her. He's not pretending like he doesn't like her. He's not pretending like there's not something there. He's trying to move the relationship forward. She's pushing back because, again, she's got a backstory.
She got secrets.
She does, but I really liked that we're not playing games here, which leads into my final like, which may be your final like.
That cliffhanger.
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, before the cliffhanger, the kiss. The kiss
Oh my
was
God,
hot.
so freaking hot. So hot.
Grabbing the waist, I was like, that's a choice that I think more Hallmark actors need to be making because it's very appropriate for Hallmark, but real hot. Going back for the second kiss, also hot. But the cliffhanger.
Yeah. Man, I feel like the cliffhanger was so good. I mean, it definitely left me wanting more. He says, let me know what you thought. He says he gets that phone call while she's changing, right? Out of her jammies because she wants to go in the snow, which I just love so much. But he says on his phone call that he was told that like his chief or whoever called him told him that they received a call to stop the inquiries about Emily Lane. Mm-hmm. Like, did we just gloss right over that? Who's calling? Who's from above calling, saying like, stop asking questions?
I think that's all part of the cliffhanger mystery.
It's so good. It's so good.
It is so good. It is. And the suspense was built because when she leaves to go upstairs to change, you know something's going to happen. I thought it was going to be something more sinister, like Chimera was going to show back. Because we got at the end of episodes 3 and 4, I'm watching you. And I thought maybe we were going to see her get like kidnapped or swept away or whacked, you know, over the head. But this is quieter. And I loved it because poor Sam, he was all in. And then he realizes that she's been lying to him. And I think the part that got me the most is I was thinking Sam would have accepted the truth about who she is if she had given it to him.
Yeah, but she is not in a place, right?
I know, I get that. Like, she doesn't feel safe. She doesn't know him well enough to feel safe.
And even us as viewers, we don't know the backstory. So how can we determine that she should tell Sam? You know, we don't know how bad it is.
I know. And I'm sitting here and I 100% agree we don't know how bad it is. I'm just making assumptions that it was not rooted in badness. That maybe her deception or her actions, while perhaps destructive or perhaps criminal in intent, were of the like good guy criminal sort.
Sure.
I've just decided that she can't be an actual bad guy. Like, she's just, I love her too much.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
She's not, maybe she's made some bad choices, but Chimera did something to her parents, and it was more than just a car accident.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack here.
So perhaps a vigilante justice situation. I don't know. But look, I want to talk about the cliffhanger more in our wishes. Do you have any more likes?
Nope, that's it.
Well, I know you have a lot of wishes.
I have a few.
Okay.
I want to go back to the discussion about time frame.
Oh, yeah.
And in our last episode, you were asking, like, what's the time frame here? Like, we're obviously a couple weeks out from Christmas. And these particular episodes, we get to Christmas here. Mm-hmm. Here's my problem. There is a lot of death happening. Yes, a variety of murders, but a lot of death happening in a short period of time in a very small town. Like, that to me starts to feel a little bit unbelievable.
Sure.
And it's very similar to the Hallmark mystery movies we watch, right? We have to buy in on like, oh, these things happen to this baker or this caterer or whatever over and over and over again. But because it comes in movie form, like you said, with a big span of time in between, it makes it feel like, oh yeah, these things could happen in real life. But here in Fletcher's Grove, we're talking 6 weeks maybe.
Yeah. Would you have liked to see the town be like someone acknowledging, like even Sue jokingly, like, a lot of people seem to be dying around here lately. Like, tis the season for murder.
What the heck is happening here in our small town that was never like a problem before? Yes, maybe something. But then I was thinking, okay, how are they going to handle this in season 2? Like, is it going to be the same? Are we going to get another 6 episodes and there's going to be 3 murders or whatever, right? Like, are we going to get a murder in each set of stories? And I'm like, that feels a little too far-fetched now. Like, what is happening? Maybe we won't get that at all. Maybe it's going to go a completely different way. Maybe we get more backstory on Emily and we don't. Who knows, right? I don't know. Then, though, I was thinking about other weekly mysteries. And the only one that comes to mind, because I was on Hallmark's schedule recently, is Murder, She Wrote.
Yes, which this series was inspired by. If you watch the 2.5-minute making of Mistletoe Murders that came on after this on Hallmark Plus.
I have not.
And I actually was wondering if Fletcher's Grove is inspired by Jessica Fletcher. I wasn't watching close enough to hear if they said that, but that I may not have come up with that on my own.
That feels real cute if it is.
I think so too.
That. Obviously, that's a show I've never watched, and maybe listeners can weigh in here, but that was a weekly episode. Was she solving a murder every week?
I think so. And I think that's why the joke now is like, we need the reveal that Jessica Fletcher was actually a serial killer. Because like, how do all of these murders happen in Cabot Cove, where she's solving all these murders?
Do I want to watch that show?
Maybe.
Like as a throw on,
Yeah.
I enjoy a throw on show, like as I'm getting ready or whatever. So maybe I might. My second wish is, and this is also something you've talked about earlier in this episode, episodes 1 and 2 were so front heavy on Emily having this mysterious background.
Yep.
And then it kind of, like you said, then we get like the whole chimera thing in episodes 3 and 4. But then episodes 5 and 6, it kind of peters out. Like we start to forget that Emily has this potentially sinister background. Mm-hmm. And then like, boom, bam, that cliffhanger happens. And then it comes back to the forefront that she is who she's not. And I was wondering as I was like writing this, because Emily's background, her story is what is most interesting to me as a viewer of this series. And I was like, oh no, we're missing that. Like now we're just falling into regular Hallmark mystery fare a little bit. I was thinking and or worried about. But then I thought, oh, is this intentional? Is Emily's background not in the forefront of our minds anymore? Because now it's almost like we get to relax and forget that she has this background, similar to Emily now, like assimilating into this new town, and she feels maybe kind of safer, right? And she's trying to forget her background as well. And then whammo.
I think that's a great point, because as you were saying that, is it intentional? I think the cliffhanger hits more if we have started to forget that. If we're more in on the Emily, Sam of it all, and we get hit by the realization almost at the same time that he does.
Exactly.
Yeah, good point.
Maybe it was pretty masterful.
Maybe.
I have one last wish, and then we will talk about your wishes. It goes back to the cemetery fight between the hot dog guy.
Oh, yeah.
And you said earlier, you're like, you've convinced yourself that Emily may have done bad things, but she was a good guy.
Yeah. Good, bad guy.
Right? Yeah, that's right. I have convinced myself that she is like Sydney Bristow from Alias. She is CIA trained.
Yeah.
Like this, like she's done bad things, but
she's a good bad guy.
She's for the greater good, right? So then in having this thought in my mind, when they have this fight in the cemetery, I was hoping for like a swift ass kicking. And it was a little bit hard to like watch. I don't know, because I'm comparing Jennifer Garner at peak Alias when she was like, do you remember any of this stuff? Like they would show her like in videos or like in Us Weekly of her training while she was in this role. She was like so buff.
Remember, but
no. Anyway, she was like in peak physical condition. And then I remember them talking that she had a body double for all the fight scenes. And I was like, wait a minute. Was there a body double in this fight scene?
Okay.
Do you think there was?
Well, can you go with me here for a second?
Sure.
You were talking about Sydney Bristow kicking ass. We are also currently watching Providence Falls. And when I was prepping notes, the IMDb for Providence Falls sucks. So I went to the credits and was watching the credits to pull some names. And at the end of the credits, it's like Cora's stunt person, Liam's stunt person, right? So then I was like, wait a minute. Do we have a stunt person for Emily? And I'm pulling up IMDb right now.
Okay.
E. Nova Zatzman, stunt double for Sarah Drew, appears in 2 episodes. Episode 2, Poison in a Pear Tree. You can imagine exactly which scene that is. She has the loft fight, I assume.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was so good.
And season 1, episode 6.
When she kicks the hot dog guy's ass. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, okay. It felt like I was watching me fight somebody, which is such a joke.
Oh.
Like, I just wanted it to be like, I don't know the background of Emily, but like I said, in my mind, she's this like CIA trained, like it would have been a better fight. This just seemed like it was like just a regular fight.
That is interesting that you see her as like professionally trained. Like you think she was like working with somebody. Because I think she's just like this independent agent who was out to right the wrongs of her past. Like self-taught. We shall see hopefully in season 2, which brings me to my singular wish about this episode. I actually fully agree with all your wishes here. But really the only thing that sticks out to me is I was reading the reviews of this series and so many people were upset about the cliffhanger. Which was so interesting because I was like, that's great, right? And then they were like, now we have to wait a year to find out what happens. And obviously we have waited several months to watch this, so we don't have to wait a year. But that's every television show ever now. Like we live in an era of we drop 8 to 10 episodes and that's your season and you don't get another season for a year, maybe a year and a half. So that is just the era of television these days. It's not like 22 episodes, ends in May, starts in September. You just have to wait for the summer. I loved the cliffhanger.
Oh, so did I. Yeah.
So that was my question. Like, do you even care about the cliffhanger knowing you'd have to wait a year to find out what happens?
No, because there's so much other stuff to watch.
It's compelling. It brings you back.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, that's what you want. Yeah. I mean, I could see the Hallmark viewers maybe being a little gun shy where they are left with a cliffhanger and then it doesn't get renewed.
Yeah. Great point. And at the airing of this season, I don't think we had a renewal date or information. So yes, that would bother me if I didn't know that there was going to be resolution. But now that we're in a great position, we know it's coming. We know there's going to be some sort of follow-up on this, whether it's satisfactory or not. I thought the episode... Go ahead.
I was going to say, and the fans too, because those who did not have Hallmark Plus, who are waiting for this to drop on linear Hallmark channel, they're going to get back-to-back seasons. So yeah, it's going to be awesome.
I only have one. Did you see that?
Okay, let me hear it.
Well, Hallmark deals with a very tricky subject in this episode. And that is the right to die. They do not use I don't know if assisted suicide is a phrase that is commonly accepted anymore. They gloss right over it. Like as soon as we find out that he has booked a ticket to Switzerland, I was like, oh, we knew he had Huntington's. I knew what was happening there. End of life care is what they call it. But I think it's a big deal to discuss it. They handle it kind of nicely, but they do it in a way that if you didn't really know what they were talking about, it might just flow right over your head.
Yes, I agree with you. I thought that was handled nicely. I did. I don't have any did you see that's the only thing that I want to shout out is that I love the character of Sue.
Me too.
She's I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm Sue. Like that would be me. She's a little bit like got a chip on her shoulder, but like is nice as well. I don't know. I love Sue. She
says about Sam dying in her diner, that man would do anything out of spite. I love it. I love it. She's great. I do hope we get a little more Sue involvement in season 2, but maybe she'll just continue to run in the background and just be like our snarky diner owner. I feel like at some point she's got to be more heavily involved.
Yeah, she's like Brooke too. I really like Brooke as well as just these characters like operating in the background. Like they're great.
Is Sue the female Luke Danes?
Ooh, nice pull. Yeah, maybe.
A little grumpy diner owner, but everybody loves her.
Yeah. I love that. All right. Are you ready to rate this one?
Sure. Tell me what you rated it.
I gave it 5 stars.
Wow. I gave it 4.75 stars. Not that I didn't love it. Don't come for me. Well, thank you for listening to this episode of Girls Gone Hallmark, a Bramble Jam podcast. We are currently reviewing Providence Falls, so make sure you tune in for those. And we'll be back next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, friends, before we go, just a quick heads up. You're about to hear some ads. These little gems help us keep the show running and the Hallmark love flowing. So do with that info what you will. Grab a snack, hit the skip button, or maybe, just maybe, listen in and discover your new favorite product. Bye.